Hello?
Mervelee?
Yeah.
Yeah, what letter say? How did you know when were you alerted that they dropped it for your letterbox?
It wasn't dropped. I was sat here. Somebody banged on the window. So I went out there because it's my window. He handed me the envelope. No, first he asked my name, are you Mervelee Myers? I said yes. He said, oh, he wasn't sure if my bell was working. He handed me the envelope. I said, what is it for? He said, it's from the court system. There's something in there I should put in my computer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what does the court letter say? What is it about?
You know what? I have not opened the letter because I have to manage whatever is happening to me. I was just about to give Tom his dinner and do whatever I need to do. I've just have a bath. I'm not preempting anything. I've called around. Trevor wasn't able to help me. Paul gave me a few advice and I got Victor. That's Tom's grandnephew. So he told me whatever. Explain about Section 8 and blah, blah, blah. So he said I should send whatever it is and give...
Bear with me 1 second, Mervelee, because everything you say, unlike some people, everything you say is always important. But when you say blah, 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 because of my autistic way of brain functioning, I find it a bit difficult. Okay. What did he say with the blah, blah, blah bit?
Okay, so he basically explained to me what is Section 8, because he said if it's Section 21, I don't know about sections, it means that it means that I have to go. But with Section 8, they have to prove and I have to prove. They just can't come up and said whatever they are saying. So he said I should explain everything to me and said it's best if I get somebody legal knowledge, not because he said if I get a solicitor, it's gonna go there. It's like second party, but if I go directly to a barrister, something he knows the legal term, then that's best. So he said I should send the paperwork and giving for the Section 8. That is whatever they are charging me for while they are repossessing the place. And then he'll look at it and he'll phone around to get somebody. So he said he's going to look at it, then he's going to try and get somebody to represent me. Because it makes no sense me going there to represent myself. They don't take me seriously. They need somebody who's in their system, know whatever. So...
Okay, who was that? Who gave you that advice? Did you say Victor?
Yes. Because he does property, so I guess he's versed in this thing.
Brilliant. Do you remember that's what we were saying a few days ago when we spoke? The section that you were under. In other words, it hasn't gone to the court, so it's at the stage where you can contest it. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. So, and again, what we were discussing about the lawyers that said they can't do this, it's gone to section that. Do you see what we were saying again? That they're not worth engaging with. They may be good on one hand with the wills and everything else, but where you are with this housing situation, that wasn't really, I don't think it was good advice they gave you. First of all, they were going to just chuck you to one side and say, we can't help because it's already gone to section this or section that. But then on the other hand, they're willing to take your money to do what? So I'm really pleased to hear that Tom's grandnephew, is able to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna look through whatever they sent. He said send it to him via WhatsApp. So I've sent it. He's gonna look through it, then he sees what's the best option. But he's saying, see if I can go directly to a barrister, because what the solicitors do is like they are second hand and then they'll send it on to the barrister. So I see the sense in that. But also I called Trevor seeking some support, and it's like, oh, I don't know nothing about it. I said, do you mind coming around here now to give me some support? So I tell him what it is about. Oh, I don't know nothing about this. Has nothing to do with me. I can't come there now. I'll call you back. So
with Vincent, does he not know any barristers
that
he can Vincent? Does he know any?
Victor. That's what he said. I should send the thing because he's saying it's best if I go directly to a barrister, because what solicitors do, they take your paperwork, do whatever they need to do, then it's passed on to a barrister. So it's like paying too money. So he said he's gonna look through whatever it is they said, because it's, if they're sending me section 8 or whatever, it's my word against my neighbor word against me, whether there's witness or there's anything, which I see the sense in that because I have my paperwork.
Yeah, and also the other thing is also just going by the letter they sent regarding the one you sent to me, the cease and desist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't think it's just you and your neighbour, it's you against the housing people as well, because it seems like they're going forward with whatever they're going forward with. Because obviously you've not had a visit from the police, and they said they sent it to the police, and if you don't take it on, the police might be in contact. The police, well, I don't know how long the police will act, but they haven't been in contact.
Well, the police will not act because the police know they are party to whatever is happening here. That could have been resolved. Yeah?
Yeah. Are you able to send me a WhatsApp copy of that letter as well that you sent to
Yeah.
Victor?
Yeah, it's on this phone, so I'll do that.
Yes, please. Yeah. So that's good. I'm pleased that Victor has stepped in to help, and he's field, and he will know backgrounds, because yes, that is what lawyers will do. They'll take your money, shuffle around some paperwork when they really paying someone else to do it, and charge you for that as well. Yeah, good. Good.
All right.
So so let me have a look, and then let me call you back. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. All right. Bye.
I went through my shaky stages, people, and back to being, that's what happens to a person, chronic anxiety and all this Sunday evening. This big parcel came. Yeah? So it's just another way of them triggering me. It's Sunday evening. That's what they usually do. When police is calling on behalf of the file pervert Emma Martin Hamilton, he calls on a Sunday. Yeah? Everything happens on a Sunday. When Roly Poly Holly Sweeney call and threaten me and say anyway I'll be arrested, she call on a Sunday. Sunday is my Sabbath. Yeah? Whether it's my Sabbath to cuss bad word or whatever, I feel my Sabbath. So you are breaching the Equality Act protected characteristics. I was planning to come and do a live because I'm to go with Tom tomorrow for his check. But I got a message from the GP about the blood test and whatever. So I was coming to do a live about the NHS, but now I'll do it about this. Yeah? Until I'm dead. Let me see if I can get this as well. Because I'm using every available avenues at my disposal. Let's see if I can get this up. something. It's taking too long. Okay. So it's not coming on. All right. So I'm not going to waste time on this crap. That is Facebook. So yes, people, I've been here today. As said, I'll explain. Let me get my horoscope and see what it says. So yes, I'm doing proper, yeah. So my horoscope says, oh, pardon me, for it's Saturday. So now it's Saturday and Sunday. Facing fears. Isn't that great? Facing fears. And I don't see any of the things they say. I'm going to go straight to my horoscope. Yeah. Russell Grant Copyright Daily Express Taurus. You can be flexible. When you need to be. Some people won't believe this until they see how well you cope with unexpected events early in the week. News received will allow you more financial freedom, because I'm going to take housing for women for 22 years. 22 years of discrimination. Yeah? Started with Deborah Agnes Gilchrist, and then since Samantha Gibbs came into the picture. So that adds up to 22 years I'm taking housing for women for. Yeah? And I'm not opening that envelope until I do this. So send something come here on a Sunday, come knock on my window. Yeah? Let me show the world what Mervelee Mars is made up of. So this is from the terrorists, as named on here. Yeah? I've relocated my thingy, people. Yeah? This is from the terrorists, as named on here. Devonshire's Solicitors LLP. All solicitors have dealt with our crooks. Part of some pedophile rings or some scamming ring or something. Yeah? The name person in this, Narin Mazira. You are the name person. And then an email comes, cease and desist, Michael Lewis. Yeah? 13 July 2023, reference. I need to read those. You can scan them into whatever. Yeah? 13 July 2023, dear Madam, Reflat 16 Alma Grove, London, SE15PY. We act for your landlord housing for women. Terrorists. We enclose for your attention copies of the following. Section 8 Notice of Seeking Possession. Guidance Note. Should you have any queries regarding the contents of the documents, you should seek independent legal advice. Yours faithfully, Devonshire Solicitors, LLP, direct telephone 0207 88 04264, which I called when I opened the letter. Because it came on Saturday, I thought it came from the solicitors looking about my husband's business. So I opened it just in time before we were ready to leave. I sat right there. I called. I said, do you know what it is you're undertaking? Yeah? Because I decided, you know what? I'm not playing their games anymore. I'm going to be this professional person who I was before they traumatized me. Yeah? And put me over the edge. So I'm back. I put the bad words back in my head until they're ready to come out. And if you have to get them, you will get them. Yeah? So I called and nicely. The next thing I know, cease and desist. They're going to get police and police because of video. I didn't get their consent to record me. I didn't get their consent to record them. It was me calling as a goodwill gesture. And I needed their consent. Terrorists, Devonshire. Look at the names of the people involved. Yeah? So this is the guidance. Because by the time I'm finished, governments will be held accountable and answering to Mervelee, Rottingham, Hard, Myers, Tomlinson. Governments. So I don't need to read this. And I'll start with Lord Callanan, who was on LBC this morning, and he used the word mad. And now Lord Callanan I gonna know about mad. Yeah? Because MP Neil Coyle is out there bragging when last he had a drink or whatever. Me no drink. Me no smoke. Me no take unsolicited drugs. If me not have to take prescribed medication, me not take it. And this is the defamation of my character. A terrorist out there. The last time the police came or whatever time, I said, please. She wasn't or isn't a bad person. She needs support. Madam girl go up there, come back, say, oh, she had 2 jobs. So you know enough that she had 2 jobs. So she's not there. You warn her. Her boyfriend said nothing of what I said is correct. Well, okay. Yeah? Okay. I'm not gonna read everything either. Because I have my folder ready. One of my horoscopes said prepare documents or whatever. I'm ready for them. Terrorists, I'm ready for you. Police, I'm ready for you. Government, I'm ready for you. Banks, I'm ready for you. Court system, I'm ready for you. Notice of intention to begin proceedings for possession of a property in England let on an assured tenancy for an assured agricultural occupancy. What does that mean? I don't know. Form number 3, Housing Act 1988, Section 8 as amended. Information for the tenant. This notice tells you that your landlord intends to begin proceedings for possession of the property identified in Section 2. You should read it carefully and seek advice about your circumstances as quickly as possible. First, I'm reading it, by the way. Only look at the top. The earliest date on which possession proceedings can begin will depend on the grounds on which possession is sought and is given in Section 5 of the notice. If you are worried about the notice and what you should do about it, take it immediately to Citizens Advice Bureau, me, a housing advice center, a law center, or a solicitor. Because Housing for Women has basically yes.
Yeah, okay. So I've read the tenancy rules. And they've also, I don't know if you've seen it, but they've listed all the breaches they claim that you breached.
Okay.
But the interesting thing is, they haven't stated, which makes me wonder what they're planning to do on that. So it's almost like a 2-pronged attack towards you. On the one hand, it's the repossession, but on the other hand, they've stated all the alleged breaches, but they haven't mentioned the recent one that they wrote to you about, the one that they claim they sent to the police. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if they to put that as another thing up their sleeve, because one would have to ask, why have they not put that in the letter?
But Mr. Badaloo said that is just a small screen to hide what they have done. That's what Mr. Badaloo told me.
Okay, if that's a smoke screen to hide what they've done, why are they exposing all the other alleged breaches,
Okay.
but not the recent one? Do you see what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is, what have they done with the other breach, the other cease and desist? The reason for their cease and desist letter is not as a breach.
Okay.
Even though that's desist letter, they were treating it like you've breached something. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm inclined in all battles to have to look at the other side and not be distracted just by that, because in other words, and I think when you speak to whichever barrister Vincent brings to you or refers you to, it's worth mentioning that cease and desist letter and what they claim they were going to do by sending it to. Because I'm thinking, on the one hand, they want to distract you with this repossession thing, which sounds like they want to go ahead with, obviously. But on the other hand, they want to use a different thing to target you again. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, because I was looking for that, but that wasn't there. They only went as far as June this year.
Okay.
This year?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it this year? Let me have a look again. The last one. Yeah, 7th of June 2023. Right, but they've left out whatever happened in July. So either they have been planning to target you with this since June. Do you see what I mean? They had all of this ready, and they've not added the other incident that they claim they've given to the police. They've not added to So
Because even with the mediation letter, in the letter state that I offered to mediate. Yeah. And then when they send it by post, yeah, and I didn't respond, then they send it by email. But yet I am not allowed to. No email goes through to me to them, but email can come from them to me. And they've wiped my journal clean of every data.
Yeah, all of that you can tell the barrister, so that will act as part of your defence. So is Vincent going to call you back today, or?
I don't know. He said I should send the thing to him, so he's looking through it, and then he said he's gonna call around. So don't know, but he has my number, so whatever. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about anything to do with Housing for Women wants to do. All I'm bothered about is the fact that I've represented myself 9 years of whatever's happening. And as Victor said, they're just gonna, if I go to represent myself, they're just gonna see me as whatever. They're not gonna act on my behalf. I have every piece of paperwork here, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah. So leave that in the hands of Victor. He's going to come back to you. And as you said, you're not bothered. The other thing I was going to say was, because I was even going to call you today, or text you rather, to say, this week, because remember this week or whenever it was, this week coming, when do you want to sort out the camera? Should we arrange a time to sort out?
Tomorrow I have to go with Tom for his diabetes check. And then I'm also supposed to contact my GP about the blood test result and whatever. But get Tom tomorrow, because I have to get a cab to take him there, because it's sort of out of the way in terms of bus when we're coming back. So let me get back to you after tomorrow on that. Yeah, but definitely we need to sort out this week ASAP, because I need something that I can use.
Bear with me one sec, because I'm going to be going away to my family in Peterborough for about a week, so I need a break. And also my brother's wife, she'll help me with everything, because there's a lot still to be done with that, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So she's going to help. She's a down and she'll help. And my brother's going to help monitor how much time I'm spending on the thing, because he thinks I spend too much time, but he doesn't know. He needs to see how much work has to go into this.
Okay.
So Tuesday, I've got a meeting with the care coordinators for the young lads in Streatham. So I think Wednesday, Thursday onwards.
Okay.
For us, yeah.
All right. Cool.
Because I know there's a, Rosie was telling me there's a phone place somewhere on Rye Lane, and that when we go there, we can just mention his name, or if he's nearby, he'll pop over, because they'll give us a very, very good.
I wonder if they want, because BL did take me into one of those shops one at a time, so it might be the same one. Who knows? No, BL did take me into one of those shops one of the time. On Rye Lane, a phone shop on Rye Lane, so it could be the same one. I don't know.
There's a few phone shops, but this one he said is closer towards Nunhead. So
okay.
He said, well, when I get closer to that side,
okay.
Call. So I told him one of my phones, it needs fixing because the screen's busted.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's got some very, very important contacts in there.
All right, so we do that, yeah?
Yeah, because one of the things is, yesterday I'm bumping into Pascal like that. You know, remember I was saying to you, I should have stayed on the bus because it was a big diversion because of the concert. I realised
People, my husband doesn't know what's happening, and I'm not going to worry him. Okay? So I have to do what I have to do. Right, so where was I? So I'm getting this on record, and if I have to do it in little bits, little bursts, little spurts, I'll do it. Yeah? Where was I? If you believe you are at risk of homelessness, imagine if you believe you're at risk of homelessness. You are repossessing. I got this as a result of domestic violence. And you're threatening to repossess. And if you think I'm at risk of homelessness, what sort of silly thing is this? These idiots. Yeah? If you are a debtor and you are in a breathing space, you should inform your debt advisor. If you believe you are at risk of homelessness as a result of receiving this notice, you should contact your local authority for support. Yeah? As a result of me getting this thingy. That was what helped push up my blood pressure. I've never had high blood pressure in my 64 year of life. Free independent advice is also available from Shelter Line or via the Shelter website. Yeah? Down to which day I went down to where I went. And I am advocating on behalf of Derek Draper. How did I start? Consultation. I was a member of Cardboard Citizens. And they had consultation with Shelter. So I was the representative from Cardboard Citizens. And now you're sending me to Shelter for whatever. Further information about this notice and the possession process can be found at whatever. Government a crap. Government a crap. So nobody now tie me down to know whatever. I have a 100-year-old husband who I'm careful. Yeah? Insert full names of tenant. Miss Mervelee Myers. No, it's not Mervelee. Miss, it's Mrs. Your landlord licensing intends to apply to the court for an order requiring you to give up your possession. Yeah? Insert whatever. Government are going to be in big trouble for this. Now the courts are going to be in big trouble for this. The courts. Judiciary of England and Wales Criminal Justice System, Crown Prosecution Service, you're going to be in big trouble for this. Your landlord licensee intends to seek possession of grounds. Insert. Yeah? 12 and 14 in Schedule 2 to the Housing Act 1988 as amended, which reads, give the full text whatever I need to do. See attached continuation sheet. Yeah? Continue. The court proceedings will not begin earlier than calendar date. All right. 19th of July 2023. If your land does not apply, whatever, me not have to read that. Yeah? Notice of seeking possession, continuation sheets. Ground 12. An obligation of the tenancy. Ground 14. The tenant or a person residing in or visiting the dwelling house has been guilty of conduct causing or likely to cause a nuisance or annoyance to a person residing, visiting, or otherwise engaging in a lawful activity in the locality. Has been guilty of conduct causing or likely to cause a nuisance or annoyance to the landlord of the dwelling house or a person employed in whatever. has been convicted of using the dwelling house or allowing it to be used for immoral or illegal purposes. Yeah? How many times every week Deborah Agnes Gilchrist from I move in here? I have the thing from I move here, Tess told me about it. Yeah? She and her friend them. Now I think they are into hard drugs. Tony and a woman who worked with the NHS ambulance service. They're up there. How many years Deborah Gilchrist have a business running from here? Things stuck up to the stairs, go outside, all the way in the garden. How many times? I have the pictures. Yeah? Tenancy terms. Nuisance. Me, when me done with them for defamation of character, see the folder here. Not to allow members of your household or invited visitors to cause a nuisance or annoyance or to engage in violent or threatening behavior or to act in such a way as is likely to cause nuisance or annoyance or violent or threatening behavior to whatever. I don't need to read that fuckery because Samantha Gibbs come and stand there. The key that I give to them, they ask me, I have the letter. So they gain access to here and stand there. Knock on my door. Who is it? Samantha Gibbs. Come to introduce you to your new housing officer. Who is it, a man? Are you not supposed to give me prior notice to come in? No, I don't have to. That's what that stupid bitch said. And the man tried to assault me there. Yeah? That's why YouTube put strike on more than my thing and when I'm whatever. Because I am not supposed to have whatever. Yeah? Not to harass or threaten, whatever. I don't need to read all this crap because I have my letters. Why has housing for women wiped the journal clean? Particulars of breach. Housing for landlord's objective. Housing for women has the charitable objective of housing women and their dependents. Really housing for women? Yes. Not since these charlatans take over. As I have something in here. If I can find it. Yeah? Let's go into messaging. And see if I can find it. Yeah? Because I sent them to my email. I'm looking for SODOC Social Services. So I was looking through and I came across it. Yeah. All right. Adult social care. Here it is. Adult social care. Here it is. Can't be seen up there. And I'm going to read what it says. Yeah? 15/48, 28th of June. This is Mervelee Myers. My other number. Must take the other phone to the shop to get it wiped. Thanks for the support. As I said, I will not be too harsh on housing for women because of the years of excellent service I receive. But why did they not listen to me? I can make life difficult for those involved. Samantha Gibbs, best believe hearsay can't go to law. Yeah? So here it is to SODOC Social Services. Yeah? Yeah? Housing for women has the charitable objective of housing women and their dependents. Any act or omission in contravention of this objective will be treated as a breach of covenant upon which the landlord might seek to recover possession. Okay, really? Who is breaching whose right? You've just listened to this, didn't you? You just heard this, didn't you? Why has Housing for Women wiped my journal clean? You have consistently engaged in antisocial behavior since May 2022. Now is May 2023. I've lived here from December 2000. So what has caused this antisocial behavior? And who deemed this as antisocial behavior? In breach of grounds 12 and 14 of Schedule 12, Schedule 2 of the Housing Act 1988, and the above clauses of your tenancy agreement. Examples of your behavior are detailed below. On the 5th of May 2022, it was reported to the police that you racially abused a resident of Alma Grove. Really? London SE1 5P1 referred to them as a white honky terrorist and a thief. Really? On 14th May 2022, it was reported to the police that you placed posters in front of the window of 16 Alma Grove. It was not outside there. It was inside here. Inside where I'm paying for. To secure my and my husband's safeguarding from a terrorist and her friends, Tony, across there. You placed posters in front of the window. It wasn't in front of the window, darling. It was behind the window. It was in my flat, not out there. Yeah? Facing the street. Oh, yes. But it was inside here. Do you see the mural down by the blue? Do you see many murals? On the 20th of May 2020, it was reported to the police. I want the police to come in. That you locked a resident of Alma Grove out of the building and named them as a racist on posters you have created. Very interesting. On 20th June 2022, you verbally abused an employee of your landlord. Really? And a social worker. I just read this, didn't I? I want that social worker, I can't remember her name now. I want that social worker to come to court and talk about the abuse. Here it is that I send the thing to whatever. Yeah? So here it is. Don't mess with a OCD person, chronic anxiety, mentally challenged person Housing for Women. And yeah, Trina Filbert, where is she? Roly poly. Coming like when Jackass pad bad. Black like I start spear the hell. On the 20th of June 2022, you verbally abused an employee of your landlord and a social worker who conducted a joint visit at the property. Come forward, social worker. Come forward, we can't remember your name now. Come forward, social worker. You called them stupid and stated that they were not able to do their job properly. Well, I'm not sure if I call them stupid, but it's obvious they weren't able to do their job properly. If I can have something that I said, I'm not treating them harshly because of the service I got before they came. On the 30th of September 2022, you were sent a warning letter in relation to your antisocial behavior by your landlord because you had placed posters in the communal area and in the window of the property. You were warned that your behavior was a form of harassment. No, it was not. Considering that the key that I gave the Housing for Women to come in here was now being used to terrorize me. And I made mention that I was in fear of coming out of my house and somebody is there. Housing for Women, give the key to somebody to come there and ambush me. How many times do I have to barricade myself in this place because of Deborah Agnes Gilchrist? How many times Deborah Agnes Gilchrist break the glass out there? The first time I didn't know who was there. I was coming to the window to look. My husband said, don't go out there because he's traumatized. I called. They heard the commotion on the phone. They sent somebody come here quickly. The police passed somebody there, smash the glass and come in here. Have time to say, and said, I locked her out. When I'm about to talk, no, I'm not supposed to talk. It's not malicious. I locked her out. You come into your place that you've lived for all these years and somebody locked you out. And instead of calling the proper authority to get help, to gain entrance, you smashed the glass and the police came and said, it wasn't malicious. I locked you out. And you had the nerve to put this in there after police was involved. And when I'm trying to talk, the police said, I'm shouting. And he's going to leave. And I said, leave. And he did leave. And then I made other reports. They're there somewhere. That's why I can't afford for a pedophile ring YouTube to take my thingy. Put warning and one. And what you call it? Strike one. Because it's all there. Yeah? Me locked resident out of house. She, bitch. She not kill me in here. Yeah? On 29 November 2022, it was reported to the police that you were harassing a resident of Almagrove. Really? Racist police, murderous police, pedophile police? How many times? On the 1st December 2022, you posted a video on YouTube. Oh, yes. It's called Safeguarding Love. You too, a blog post and further posters whereby you refer to your landlord as a terror cell. Of course they are terror cell. And a trafficker of terrorism. Of course they are, because they set up Deborah Gilchrist against me. Deborah Gilchrist was not a bad person, is not a bad person. But she's gone further from drinks to now hard drugs, and I beg for support for her. So I'm still maintaining whatever is happening is the landlord responsibility. I will not hold Deborah Agnes Gilchrist responsible for what is happening in here. She needs help. So send the ambulance, come and get her. When I call for support, I'm in a crisis. All 2 police vehicles coming in here to try and whatever. Send the ambulance for Deborah Agnes Gilchrist because it's a threat. It's not her fault. On 24th December 2022, you had an argument with a resident of Almagrove and called them a terrorist. Yeah? That's when I had to barricade myself in here. Because I didn't know this woman had me up that bad. But maybe she had been on one of her drugs trips. So she came out of the car out there. And I said, good morning. That's the way I was raised. And what happened, I have a record of it. So keep on housing for women. When I finish with you, you sell up and pay me. And we can start my nephew, Jevan Nemhard Foundation. He'll be 31 on the 1st of on the 7th of September. My brother saying good there. Yesterday my brother tell me saying go there hear me never attack. I couldn't believe in thing somebody around the attack. When you go around there, me never attack. You want to go look find me never on my thingy? Huh? 24th of December, Christmas Eve. It happened again. On the 31st December, you verbally abused a resident of Almagrove. Make it and talk with them in fuckery. In the hallway of the property and outside the property. Really? I have the videos. Cunts. Posing for women, terrorists, perverts, traffickers. On the 3rd January 2023, you place new posters in the window. Yes, I have them. I have posters for whatever is happening. You see how methodical I am? So each time something happened, I put posters there. Like when I composer for whatever, so I put them there. Don't you see the mural down by the blue? On the 12th of January 2023, you verbally abused. No. On the 3rd January 2020, on the 12th January 2023, you verbally abused an employee of your landlord. That's what I'm talking about. Knock, knock on my door. Who is it? Samantha Gibbs come to introduce me to my new housing officer. I opened the door. No. I called out to her. I said, are you not supposed to give me notice, prior notice? No, I don't have to. I went to the door. Yeah? She was trying to barge her way in here. The young man, I've never had a man for housing officer from my movie, but I have no problems with men. I grew up with brothers and I have 2 sons. He tried to assault me. So I closed my door and I came in. I called the police. Time police take to come. When police come, they come accusing me and threatening for me to take things down. But I showed them who I am because I wasn't going to take it down. Yeah? And prior to that, on my mother's birthday, now we're doing it so I don't forget. Police turn up here. I'm dressed in my cultural clothes. Deborah Agnes Gilchrist reported an incident happened here. I didn't know what it was until I went to the police station for interview. 1,500 hours. She came in from work. She heard screaming and shouting. She went upstairs. She opened her window and look, and I curse her. And I'm still trying to work it out. You know, these things I try to, because coming from work, hear screaming and shouting. Where did you hear the screaming and shouting? Where was I? You went upstairs. It's either here, so above me down there, or the back window. So why did you deliberate go there? So when you come from work, was I out there when you hear the screaming and shouting? And was that why you went upstairs to open your window for me to curse you? If that was the case, you deserve a cursing, but nothing like that happened, dearest. It's your hallucination when you take your drugs. Yeah? And that's why PC Chana and his team is going to get it in the bollocks. Because I had to, how many times go to Croydon Magistrates Court? They're going to get it. Yeah? The police were called to the property. I called them, but they didn't come on my behalf. During the time I'm in here waiting for police, I could see Deborah Agnes Gilchrist and Samantha Gibbs out there walking up and down. Yeah? That's the 12th of January. I have a good memory for things. I'm getting older and slowly it's going down. But yes. On 19th January 2023, you posted a video about your landlord on YouTube where you refer to your landlord as a terrorist. They are a terrorist. Terror cells, yes they are. You said that the world will know who is Mervelee Myers, who is a member of the scrutiny, who is, I was a member of the scrutiny panel and what Housing for Women has become. Of course. I done survey and I said, for all the good times, it's in this. Tech don't lie. What Housing for Women is a terror cell with Trina Filbert, Samantha Gibbs, and Petro, whatever. Whenever I called, they hung up phone on me, threatened me with eviction and all that. You name specific individual employees and falsely allege that they have been colluding. No, not falsely. There's an ombudsman reference. Colluding with a resident of Almagrove to terrorize the exact. Because as I said before, Housing for Women is responsible for what's happening between me and Deborah Agnes Gilchrist. She's not a bad person. Or she wasn't a bad person. She's still not a bad person. She needs help. You state you are outside Blue Star House getting the pedophiles. Of course I was. Same like so when you need to go outside burning the bush to get the pedophiles. I have a penchant for pedophiles, like pedophiles Richard Harty, who called me on the 27th of September 2021, the day I was going to my GP, because they did not fill the form correctly. And the day I went into Barclays, and they take my money at the counter. Yeah? Oh, dear me. Yes, I go out there and whatever. 6 foot up, 6 foot down. Don't you know that Housing for Women, pedophile terrorists, traffickers? You said you're outside Blue Star House getting the pedophiles, getting the abusers, getting the haters, getting Housing for Women, the terror cell. Of course I was. You think me not me I go out there go do physical or whatever? Me go out there with me recording, Cinti. On 6 February 2023, it was reported to the police that you were shouting outside the property. Ah, Jesus. So me can't sing and me can't talk. Oh, I paid the file. Junkie Tony from over there, so. And him? Me don't remember what happened the 6th of February. On 3rd February 2023, the police attended the property as a resident of Alma Grove reported that you had been harassing them. Really? On 6th February 2023, on 19th February 2023, you posted a video on TikTok naming a resident of Alma Grove and stating you will get what's coming to her. Really? That's the boy Agnes Gilchrist, isn't it? And referred to her as a terrorist. Yes, she's a terrorist. She needs help. Junkie needs help. So yes, she's a terrorist. How many times do I have to barricade myself in here? How many times she smashed the glass? How many times she's rushing down the stairs? All I do, I lock my house and come in. Because I don't give nobody no first choice. I don't play them the game there. The resident can be seen sweeping the pavement. This is a deliberate act. Yeah? I was in here the other day. Madam, wait until she know I went out to get Tom's paper. When I come back, Madam was sweeping. Madam see me coming. Madam is still sweeping in the way. Because what? She expected me I was going to do something or say, all I did was excuse me and pass. I don't do those crap. So yes, she can be seen sweeping. But there's an intention, idiot. Housing for women. On 7 June 2020, you posted a whatever that your neighbor targeted on the 10th of May 2023. So, whatever. This is why wholly untrue and defamatory. Really? Yeah? So this is what is there, people. Can't afford to lose anything. I have to have things in order. Yeah? So let me put everything on here because me have my file ready. Me have my file ready for pedophile and pervert and haters and troll and racist. Yeah? Me write the open letter to David Cameron, 1st, 2015. Prime Minister Theresa May, 2017. Yeah? Department for Leveling Up Housing and Communities. These notes are in relation to the form prescribed by SI 2021-994, which came into force on 1st of October 2021. These guidance notes for landlords and tenants. Notice of intention to begin proceedings for possession of a property in England, let on assured tenancy or unassured agricultural occupancy, Form 3. Guidance for landlords. Yeah? Now read this fuckery. Because I know what my rights are. I have a folder here. Why has housing for women? Why has housing for women cleared my portal? I have an ombudsman reference. Okay? So me not go stay here more or whatever. So now I have work to do. Lord, give me strength to make sure me can cook something so me and my husband can eat. To sort out these pedophiles and these perverts and these murderers and these racists. Yeah? From I come in here, Debbie Gilchrist don't pay a TV license. Debbie Gilchrist don't pay electric and whatever bills. Debbie Gilchrist have how many men or whatever, sometimes do I kick off and whatever. The nuisance. And I have a letter that was written in 2019, cataloging the whatever. So let housing for women stick it up here. Yeah? Because the Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin will have to mediate. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to Jamaica Independent Service. Because I'm going to make sure I'm up close and personal to whatever she's saying. To capture her. Because it ain't done so. Yeah? All the coconuts and the house slaves. You better come forward now. Yeah? You go charge me 300 pound an hour plus whatever for it can go through and whatever. Which one should I do first? Because that is like oh, blood seed. See me I say it is liable to go off. Alright, I'll deal with that one there first. Me need to get one backup for this. Me finish we sort out that the one because that's why I'm working space for now. They are pedophiles and perverts and psychopaths and whatever they are. 9 years of hell. My brother is dead. Another one is still in hospital. Yeah? And you expect me to go through this for what? Housing for women is a terror cell. Housing for women is a terror cell. Housing for women is a terror cell. Led by female terrorists. Housing for women started out good. Housing for women rescued me from domestic violence. Housing for women is a terror cell. Let's see, you can see me. Which one me I do you know? Okay. All right. Oh, there are start and boy. Housing for women, the terror cell. Housing for women is a terror cell. Let me do that first. Me put Facebook on that there enough because Paul say had enough space. We need that for sort out. Oh, Ross. No comment. All right. Me not muddy the water. Let's do one at a time. Housing for women is a terror cell. Housing for women is a terror cell. Housing for women is a